going on, everybody? I am Tiffany B from the Stats on Stats podcast, and today I'm here with DEM Tech Folk.
This is Reginald from DEM Tech Folk podcast.
And we are at BSides St. Pete, and we're talking to everybody we can to find out what they love about this conference this year. And with us today, we have someone who's going to tell us a little bit about himself.
Well, hi, I'm Daniel Lowry. I am a trainer with ACI Learning, formerly known as IT Pro TV, and I do a little bit of the cyber stuff, and it's a lot of fun to come to things like BSides and hang out, listen to talks, and meet cool people.
Okay, awesome. You say you do training, used to be IT Pro TV. Tell us a little bit about that journey.
All right, well, I worked in IT for quite a few years. Started at help desk, moved my way up into infrastructure, doing systems and network administration for an insurance company. And then a friend of mine named Don Pizzette gave me a call one day and said, hey, we built this training company, him and another friend of ours. We think you'd be good at it. You should come and check it out. So I said, all right, see what's up. So I went and checked it out. He had me get in front of the camera, put a microphone on and teach something. And I was like, okay, this is all right. And he goes, you should come on, you should do this with us. Go quit that admin job, forget that. It's training's where it's at. Mm-hmm. And I said, nah, I'm good. And he goes, all right. Well, our other friend, Tim, he goes, what do you mean no? What are you talking about no? Think about it, tell me again. So he twisted my arm and I came on and I said, well, what are we gonna do here? He goes, let's make the training we wish we would have had. I said, I can get down with that. I can totally get down with that. I like this idea. He said, if you can show it. If you just can only talk about it, make some great, visuals. We want to be a visual format. We want to make sure that when we're talking about something, it's not just a theory. It's something that people can put their hands on and do and get that experience. So I was really down with that.
Yeah.
So, first of all, we've had a lot of professors, a lot of trainers and stuff like that, but you're, I think, one of the first ones we had to actually create visual content, which is absolutely amazing. So what does like a typical day for you look like?
So it's a lot of lab building,
right?
When you tell people to build a home lab, you're like, I do this every day. This is something like, if you've never done it before, yes, it can be scary and kind of daunting, but it's okay to break it. It's okay to get it wrong. You're going to learn from that. I always say that that Thomas Edison approach to fail your way forward, right? Go ahead and do it and feel the pain of failure and then go, let that be a prod to move you forward. It's a learning experience. It's not a failure because you're not done yet, right? It's just you're getting experience on what not to do and some of what to do. And then you take what you did learn from what to do and you build upon it. And then you do it again. Honestly, like in this game, if you give up, if you just go, that was hard, I got to back away from this, you're not going to succeed. It's just how it is. No one's going to walk over and hand you on a platter the time and effort it takes to get into cybersecurity. That is your journey, and it's a one fits one kind of thing. So just revel in that. To me, that's the best part of it. So my day every day is building a lab, figuring out, okay, well, I'm teaching for a certification. Maybe it's Security Plus or CISA Plus or Pentest Plus or maybe CEH, or maybe I'm doing something custom with cloud pen testing or hardware hacking or whatever. I'm sitting down in a room, I'm buying cheap stuff I can break, and I'm using that experience to build a course so that it's easier for you. I can just kind of give you the list of things, and now you just have to go and do it.
Oh, first off, let's ask you, what drew you to this conference?
So I think we're all here for the common interest of cybersecurity and pairing that with networking. So I just think that it's a really cool event to blend the two together. You get to learn during their talks, but you also get to meet really cool people.
Like Reggie here.
Yes, yeah. So kind of tell me a little bit about your interest in cybersecurity and what drew you to it.
Sure. So I have a background in software development, and being in there, I kind of realized that security was kind of a second thought instead of an initial part of the design. Technology is only growing. Security issues are constantly coming up. So If you could actually target those problems from the beginning, that would be awesome. So I'm trying to bridge the gap there by blending the two disciplines together.
I am a threat detection and response analyst in the SOC. Yay. No, I'm just kidding. But everyone likes to hate on the SOC, but listen, it's a cheat code. I'm just saying. Okay, sorry. I'm going off topic. But what brought me to BSides is Cyber Ally. We wanted to come and show our faces at one of the last, I guess, cyber events of the year and just let people know, like, hey, we're here. There's another Tampa-based community. Yeah, and just let the women know, like, hey, we're here. So, yeah, if they're looking for a community as well in cyber.
Okay, so you mentioned Cyber Ally, and I want to make sure that people know who Cyber Ally is. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about Cyber Ally?
Okay, it's funny that you say that. So Cyber Ally is everyone, right? We strive to uplift women primarily, right? Because, I mean, we're not seeing a lot in cybersecurity, but anyone and everyone is welcome. Everyone is an ally. And we just like to create, build, learn, and grow with each other and develop our skills even before we get into cybersecurity and throughout our journey through cyber. So we're be forced to reckon with.
Awesome. So, so far from the conference, what is the most unexpected or cool thing you've learned since you've been here at BSides St. Pete?
Honestly, how many men are bringing women to our table because they have women that are looking for communities like ours. And so it's nice to see that. And again, like I said, everyone is an ally. That's why we say cyber ally. So that's what cyber ally looks, everyone, right? So whomever coming to bring another woman to say, hey, you belong in this space. So that has been very surprising to me, but also like very nice, right? Because, hey, we're here. So yeah.
As you know, we talk a little bit about tech, cyber, IT, all of that stuff. And so we want to know what it is that you do and what brought you to BSides St. Pete.
Best way to sum it up is threat management. I like to focus on CTI, kind of all aspects of it. I think being a government contractor before, it's a whole different field going from government side to the civilian side of what CTI actually is. And what drew me to it, I like the whole aspect of trying to figure out what people are doing. I like to solve the puzzle. I like to have things go from a reactive to a proactive so we can get ahead. And I think it's pretty funny when you beat people at their own game, essentially.
Is this the first conference you guys have attended? What's up, Frank?
No, this is not the first conference we attended. This actually is the third conference we attended. We went to USF, Sunshine, Florida conference, and then this one in St. Pete.
Got it. And what's the cadence you guys try to set for yourselves to stay abreast to what's going on in the industry and stay connected with the community? Are you looking for like one conference every quarter, 6 months, just whenever you see them pop up?
We're very, what should I say? We like to learn a lot, so we're always looking for the next conference. We kind of whatever opens up in our area or we're close to, like pretty much this is like a 40-minute drive for us. That's pretty close and manageable to drive to. We try to go to anything that's in the area that we can get to because we just like to learn pretty much.
How long you guys been in the industry?
This is going on our second year. But we always been around computers and things like that.
So the reason why I asked how long you been in the industry, because like at 2 years in, you got an amazing mindset, I can already tell. Because a lot of people, they would say 40 minutes is way too long. You're saying, oh, it's just 40 minutes, right? And then the other thing I'm hearing from you is like, you love to learn, you're constantly learning. Tech is constantly moving, changing. So with that, we have to be moving and changes as practitioners in this space. So you guys have a pretty bright future in front of you from what I can see, from what I know of you guys. Anything you're specifically hoping to get out of your attendance here at BSides St. Pete?
You just taking all the information we see. Like, last time I would go to the conference, just pull out my phone, have little notes and things like that, write down stuff. Honestly, we are looking for an internship, so we try to speak with the vendors. They tell us about future opportunities, or they might say, oh, we have this event, so we might attend that event. I seen a dude who I interviewed with not too long ago, and he told me about an event. So a lot of possibilities.
Because when I was at USF, I graduated in information technology, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, and that it was mostly done online, and that I would occasionally go there, but it was mostly an online course I did after I graduated, and then pretty much I applied for jobs. I was able to find one, and then I worked at TCS for about a year, and then later, after I decided I wanted to shake up, and because the position I was working at TCS wasn't really something that I enjoyed too much, and I really want to try something new and different. And I've always been hearing about cybersecurity from my friends of my father who work in the field, and that I really want to give it a go because I graduated in IT and I want to try something different.
Nice. So, as far as like coming, right? This is your first conference. Did you bring any friends with you, or you just kind of come olo dolo?
I pretty much just came myself because, as I mentioned, I really wanted to just get out there, reach out, and just take a leap of faith, I guess you could say. So, and I'm here, and I plan to keep showing up to other events as well as I can find them, and just put the effort in to make things happen.
So what is one thing that you're looking to get out of this conference besides this very snazzy t-shirt that you have on?
Just networking with different people and just understanding how they got into the positions they got into and how to learn from them.
Is that important?
Yeah, continuous learning is very important to me, and it's what I thrive on doing. It's just if I'm in a spot where I'm not continuously learning, then I'm not gonna enjoy what I'm doing.
And how did you happen to decide to pivot into this particular space to do some more learning? Because you could have learned about anything in the world.
So I had a few classes left over from my GI Bill, and I took a few cybersecurity classes while I was in school because I already have my bachelor's. I've already gone through the schooling, and it was just more interesting whenever I took the classes. I was a lot more involved, and I was a lot more active actually doing the homework instead of just I'm just gonna take the quiz. I'm just gonna just make sure I study for the quiz. But it's just this continuous learning helps. So it's just one of those things where I want to learn, and it's just making me more motivated the further I go into it.
So what inspired you? First of all, how long have you been in the tech space?
I've been in the tech space almost 35 years. I'm a retired Army guy, did 21 years and retired. So that's kind of where I got my start. And from there, when I retired in 05 and moved here, I got involved as a contractor and kind of went down the road of the network and system administrator side of the house, and it evolved into security, and that's how I kind of rolled into the area I'm in now.
Okay, got you. So what truly inspired this field?
I think the biggest thing is that security is something that everyone needs, and everyone is involved with, whether they like it or not, because we all have systems at home. You have locks on your doors, lights outside of your parking lot, all that security. If those things aren't in place the right way, it becomes a threat. And that's why someone needs to make sure that those things are done the way it's supposed to be done. So that's how I got involved.
What do you do on a daily basis for people who are listening?
So I'm the cybersecurity professor. So I run our cybersecurity research lab, which is why I'm here at BSides to present with some of my students about our research. I teach courses, I'm the coach for our CTF team, and we do a lot of community service, both within RPI and in the surrounding area around cybersecurity.
Well, there's a lot of things we're going to get to when it comes to that. But first, I want to talk about what initially drew you to BSides St. Pete.
So I have a lot of students who work in my lab, and they all need to get experience speaking in public, sharing all the work that we do. And so I had a couple extra $1,000 laying around in my research lab. So I grabbed two of them, and I said, get on a plane, we're going down, and we're going to present. I do it so that, if we do a local conference, they could try to stack the room with all their friends, and we come far away, it's harder to do that.
I heard of CTF. So the people that you brought here today, are they commonly doing your CTFs? And if so, like, what have they learned and what have they told you in terms of the feedback for your CTFs?
Yeah, sure. So yes, both of them are not only are they part of my CTF team, they're actually part of the student leadership for the CTF team. So they actually teach other students the skills that they need to do well in CTF tournaments. We're very proud. There's a large collegiate tournament called the NCL, the National Cyber League. In fall 2023, we were ranked the #1 school in the nation, and both of them were actually a part of that team. Students love it, right? When they think about cybersecurity, right? Imagine 18, 19-year-olds first coming to college. You say, I want to do cybersecurity. They say, oh, like the thing I see on TV and in the movies where we're just breaking into stuff. And that's true. And they're right. It is a lot of fun. And we do a lot of that stuff in the CTF. So I think they really kind of like to feel as if they are doing all those things that they see in movies and on TV.
So my name is Kevin Pornorio. You could find me as KevTech IT Support. So I have a YouTube channel. I'm on LinkedIn. I do tech training. I help people get into IT. I'm also part of a company called BSides Cyber, so we do tech training for Latinos, Latinas, which happens to be partners with Blacks in Cybersecurity, Women in Cybersecurity. I also work for Boots to Books, so we do tech training for veterans, help veterans get into IT. And I work in cybersecurity, and I am a YouTube content creator, and that's a little bit about me in a nutshell. So yeah.
That was not a little bit of stuff, though. So I feel like I could just say, like, take a pick. What is one of the things that you're like, you definitely want people to know about when it comes to what your contribution is to the community?
I think people should, like, as far as IT is concerned, I think people should be, like, don't be afraid to ask for help. When I first started IT, like getting into IT and cybersecurity, this is just my personal, my personal opinion and things that happened to me. I went to Reddit, I asked for help over 10 years ago, and I had a lot of people troll me when I first started IT. And now I'm in IT full time, and I just want to let people know that, just don't be afraid to ask for help. It's not like how it was 10 years ago. People are here to help you. People are here to, just give you a hand, and just be mindful of who you talk to and who you meet, and just be genuine and try to help people as much as you possibly can.
So first of all, I want to apologize for trolling you. All right, that was not my intention. It was fun at the time, and now I see it was mean, and I should not have done that. All right. No, seriously. This obviously isn't your first rodeo, right?
No.
So my question to you is, what's your cadence for a conference attendance, and how do you decide what conferences you're going to attend?
So for me personally, it's going to go back to, I usually go to the talks, and I usually go for networking. So like I love to network and talk to people, because I went to several conference events, and because of that, I'm able to actually do talks myself through some of these conference events. That's one thing. And then the other thing is as you network and you see people, and you get to see the same people over and over again in certain conference events, you go, oh, this one's going to be awesome because my friend is going to that one, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it. So which is why I usually go to certain conference events, if that makes sense. So
Makes a lot of sense. Have you seen a lot of familiar faces at this one?
Yes, I have seen a lot of people that I know, and they have been super nice to me, because I'm not from St. Pete's, I'm from New York, so I was just visiting and enjoying the show.